The blue zones are regions where people consistently live longer, healthier lives, often surpassing the age of 100. These regions include Okinawa in Japan, Ikaria in Greece, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, and Loma in California. While the diets and lifestyles of these populations have been extensively studied, less emphasis has been placed on how mindfulness practices subtly permeate their daily lives. Unlike formal mindfulness practices commonly seen in the West, mindfulness in the blue zones is often an inherent, integrated part of daily living. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is awareness, a focused attention on what is happening in the present moment, without judgment, criticism, or comparison. Mindfulness is not attached to positive mental states and does not try to avoid negative ones, nor does it cling to comfort or run away from discomfort. An example to distinguish wandering thoughts from mindfulness is that when we suddenly remember an old friend, that is a memory, wandering or distracted thought. But the moment we become aware that we are remembering that person, it becomes mindfulness. While mindfulness and meditation are often used interchangeably, they refer to slightly different concepts. Meditation is a formal practice that involves focusing the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity, often for a set period of time. Meditation is typically done in a quiet space, with the goal of achieving a state of mental clarity and inner peace. It is often practiced through techniques like breath focus, body scanning, or repeating a mantra. On the other hand, mindfulness is more of an ongoing, moment-to-moment awareness. It involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, whether you're engaged in an activity, walking in nature, or even having a conversation. While meditation can be seen as a dedicated time for mindful awareness, mindfulness itself can be practiced in any context at any time. In essence, meditation is a tool to cultivate mindfulness. Meditation trains the mind to focus and become more aware, which enhances one's ability to practice mindfulness throughout the day. In the blue zones, while formal meditation may not always be a daily practice, mindfulness is deeply integrated into everyday activities such as eating, walking, and socializing. 1. Mindfulness in Okinawa, Japan. Purpose and presence. One of the core concepts in Okinawa is ikigai, a term that translates to reason for being or purpose. For Okinawans, having a strong sense of purpose is a form of mindfulness because it keeps them focused on what is truly important in their lives. This purpose often revolves around family, community, and contributing to society. By living with purpose, Okinawans naturally stay mindful of their actions, ensuring that each day is meaningful. In addition to ikigai, Okinawans practice mindful eating, often following the principle of hara hachi bu, which means eating until 80% full. This practice requires mindfulness during meals, as individuals need to pay attention to their hunger cues and stop eating before feeling completely full. By doing so, they not only maintain a healthy weight, but also prevent overeating. Okinawans also engage in gentle physical activity, such as gardening, walking, and martial arts like Tai Chi, which involve a mindful connection between body and mind. These activities encourage participants to stay present, focusing on their breath, movement, and surroundings. Mindfulness in Okinawa is integrated into purposeful living, mindful eating, and gentle, mindful physical activities like gardening and Tai Chi. 2. Sardinia, Italy. Community and connection. In Sardinia, mindfulness is deeply embedded in the sense of community and social connection. Sardinians live in tight-knit communities where social interactions are frequent and meaningful. The act of gathering for meals, celebrating family events, or simply sharing stories around the dinner table is a form of mindfulness, as it encourages people to be fully present with one another. Mindful social connection plays a significant role in the longevity of Sardinians. These gatherings allow individuals to focus on the present moment, listen attentively, and engage in meaningful conversations. This social mindfulness fosters emotional well-being, and helps reduce stress, which is a key factor in the longevity of Sardinians. Sardinians also have a strong connection to the land, and many engage in manual labor, such as farming and shepherding. These activities require focused attention on the task at hand, whether it is tending to animals or cultivating crops. This focus, combined with the physical activity, serves as a form of mindfulness that helps reduce stress and promote mental clarity. In Sardinia, mindfulness is cultivated through social connections, meaningful conversations, and a mindful approach to work and the land. 3. Ikaria, Greece, slow living and natural rhythms. The people of Ikaria are known for their relaxed approach to life, often referred to as slow living. This lifestyle naturally promotes mindfulness, as individuals take their time with daily activities and are fully present in each moment. Icarians do not rush through meals or tasks, but instead savor them, whether it is eating lunch with family, walking through the village, or harvesting food from their gardens. Icarians practice mindful eating by enjoying their meals with others and focusing on the flavors, textures, and communal experience. Their Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and olive oil, also promotes mindfulness through its simplicity and connection to the earth. This awareness of food as nourishment, both physically and emotionally, reflects their mindful attitude toward life. Napping is also a common practice in Ikaria, where people take time during the day to rest and recharge. This practice of resting when needed is a form of mindfulness, as it involves listening to the body's signals and responding with care, rather than pushing through fatigue. In Ikaria, mindfulness is integrated into slow living, mindful eating, and listening to the body's natural rhythms through rest and relaxation. 4. Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica, Pura Vida and Gratitude. The people of the Nicoya Peninsula live by the mantra Pura Vida, which means pure life. This phrase encapsulates a mindful approach to life that emphasizes simplicity, gratitude, and presence. For the Nicoyans, mindfulness is about appreciating life's small pleasures, such as a conversation with a friend, a beautiful sunset, or a homemade meal. One of the most profound mindfulness practices in Nicoya is gratitude. Nicoyans often take time to reflect on their blessings, whether through prayer or quiet moments of introspection. This practice of gratitude keeps them grounded in the present moment and promotes a positive outlook on life, which is essential for mental and emotional well-being. Nicoyans also practice mindful movement through their daily routines, which often include physical activity like walking, farming, or tending to animals. These activities encourage them to stay connected to their bodies and the environment, fostering mindfulness through movement and interaction with nature. In Nicoya, mindfulness is expressed through gratitude, simple living, and mindful movement, all contributing to a sense of contentment and well-being. 5. Loma Linda, California, Faith and Reflection. Loma Linda is home to a community of Seventh-day Adventists who place a strong emphasis on faith and spiritual practices. For Adventists, mindfulness often takes the form of faith-based meditation and reflection. They dedicate time each day to prayer, contemplation, and reading scripture, all of which promote mindfulness by encouraging individuals to focus on their spiritual connection and purpose. One of the most important mindfulness practices for Adventists is the Sabbath, a day of rest and reflection observed weekly. During the Sabbath, Adventists disconnect from the busyness of life and spend time in quiet reflection, prayer, and community. This day of mindfulness helps them reset their mental and emotional state, reducing stress and promoting spiritual well-being. Adventists also engage in mindful eating, with many following a plant-based diet. This conscious choice to eat mindfully based on their beliefs reflects their awareness of the impact that food has on both body and spirit. Mindfulness in Loma Linda is closely tied to faith-based practices, reflection, and mindful eating, all of which contribute to a balanced and purposeful life. Mindfulness in the Blue Zones is not a formal practice, but a way of life. The people in these regions naturally cultivate mindfulness through their purposeful living, social connections, slow-paced lifestyles, and deep sense of gratitude. By adopting these simple yet profound practices, we can foster a sense of peace, reduce stress, and ultimately improve our well-being and longevity, just as the people in the Blue Zones have done for centuries.